This is a 1969 Ford Mustang, or at least what is left of it, rotten, rusted, and forgotten in a backyard for over 30 years. Every single person we spoke to told us the exact same thing: this car is too far gone to be saved. They said it belonged in a scrapyard. But we refused to let a muscle car legend die like this. Over the next 8 minutes, you are going to watch us completely strip this classic apart, rebuild its iconic V8 engine from scratch, and attempt to bring this incredible piece of automotive history back to life. Can we actually pull this off? Let us find out. Step 1 is the dismantling process, and it is always a brutal reality check. To rebuild a car properly, you have to strip it all the way down to its bare metal shell. Every single piece of chrome trim, every glass panel, and the entire interior had to be carefully and methodically removed. This sounds straightforward, but nothing about this car was easy. Decades of neglect meant that many of the bolts were so deeply rusted that they literally snapped clean in half the moment we applied pressure. We went through more drill bits in one day than most shops use in a month, but the single biggest challenge of this entire first stage was pulling out the heavy, completely seized V8 engine. We rigged up a crane, carefully attached the lift points, and slowly, very slowly, began raising it out of the engine bay. As it lifted free, we finally got a clear, unobstructed look at the full extent of the structural damage hiding underneath. And honestly, it was worse than we expected, far worse. With the shell completely bare, the real battle began. Rust is the ultimate silent killer of classic cars. It works slowly, invisibly, hiding underneath paint and undercoating, until one day, there is simply nothing left. And this Mustang had been losing that battle for a very long time. The floor pans and the trunk area were practically gone. We are not talking about surface rust here. We are talking about sections where the metal had completely disintegrated. You could push your finger straight through in places. We brought in a plasma cutter and got to work, carefully removing every section of damaged steel and cutting away decades of decay down to clean, solid metal. Then came the fabrication stage. We custom-made new metal sheets, precisely shaped and fitted to match the original dimensions, and welded them back into place, piece by piece, slowly restoring the structural integrity of the body. But welding in new metal is only half the job. Getting the doors to align correctly and matching the original body lines of a classic Mustang took days of precise measurement and constant adjustment. Panel gaps had to be perfectly even. The lines had to flow exactly right. On a car like this, there are absolutely no shortcuts. With the bodywork complete, we moved into surface preparation, and this stage is where most restorations are either made or broken. A great paint job is only ever as good as the foundation underneath it. We started by applying a high-grade epoxy primer across every inch of fresh metal. This acts as the first line of defense, sealing the surface and protecting it from any future rust. Next came body filler, carefully applied and shaped to smooth out any remaining low spots or imperfections in the metal. And then came the part that nobody enjoys: hours and hours of intense, manual block sanding. Block sanding is the most physically demanding part of any paint job. You are working by hand, constantly feeling the surface, searching for any high spots or waves that the eye might miss. It is slow, exhausting work, but it is also the work that separates a good restoration from a truly great one. Once the surface was completely flat and flawless, we moved the Mustang into the clean booth. Watching the deep, rich, glossy paint flow out of the spray gun and cover those panels for the first time is, without question, one of the most satisfying moments in this entire journey. Months of hard work suddenly start to look like something. While the paint was curing, we shifted our full attention to the heart of this beast, the V8 engine. The original engine was completely seized. It had not turned over in decades, and every internal component was either worn, corroded, or simply destroyed by time. We tore it all the way down to the bare block, cleaning every surface and inspecting every part with fresh eyes. The pistons were replaced, the valves were replaced, every gasket in the engine was replaced. We added a set of fresh chrome valve covers that give the engine bay a clean, classic look that feels true to the era. But we did not stop at the engine. We wanted this Mustang to not only look incredible, but to actually drive like a dream. So we took the opportunity to upgrade the entire suspension system with modern components, dramatically improving the handling and the ride quality. We also installed brand new disc brakes for genuine stopping power and real-world safety. And finally, we laid down a completely custom wiring harness from scratch, giving this 50-year-old car a modern, reliable electrical foundation that will actually last. With the mechanical work done, it was time to rebuild the cockpit. We wanted this muscle car to feel as good on the inside as it looks on the outside. The first step was lining the entire floor and cabin with premium sound dampening material. This might not be the most glamorous part of the build, but it makes an enormous difference. It keeps road noise, vibration, and engine heat exactly where they belong, outside the car. The difference in comfort between a treated and untreated cabin is night and day. Once the insulation was down, we laid a fresh set of black carpet, cut and fitted precisely to the floor. Then the classic gauge clusters went back in. Every needle and dial tested and working perfectly. The original wood grain steering wheel was carefully refitted, one of the most iconic design details on any classic Mustang. And to finish off the interior, we installed a set of custom upholstered leather seats. Clean, high quality, and timeless. Sitting inside this car now, it feels like it was built yesterday. This was the final stretch, and every single step felt like it mattered. We carefully reinstalled the classic pony grille up front, one of the most recognizable design elements in American automotive history. The pristine chrome bumpers went back on, front and rear. The glass was fitted. Every trim piece, every badge, every last detail was put back exactly where it belonged. Then came one final round of wet sanding and machine polishing on the paint. Panel by panel, we worked the surface until it achieved a true mirror-like reflection. The kind of finish where you can see the entire room in the hood of the car. The kind of finish that makes months of late nights feel completely worth it. After all of it, the cutting, the welding, the sanding, the rebuilding, the long days, and even longer nights, the Mustang was finally completely back together. There was only one thing left to do. We put the key in the ignition. For just a moment, everything went quiet. And then, that sound, that deep, rolling, thunderous V8 roar, firing back to life for the first time in 30 years. It is a sound that you feel in your chest, a sound that makes every single hour of this build feel justified. Against all odds, we brought a legend back from the dead. What started as a rusted, forgotten pile of scrap metal sitting in someone's backyard is now a roaring, stunning, road-ready piece of American automotive history. If you enjoyed watching this transformation as much as we enjoyed building it, please hit that subscribe button, leave a comment below telling us your favorite part of the build, and share this video with a friend who loves classic cars as much as we do. Thank you for watching. We will see you in the next build.